this is a canvas that I had previously tossed for just not being good. And I'm going to, I scraped it before. I'm gonna just add in some colors here. If I can. As y'all can probably tell, I'm trying to get into some of these paints. Why I'm using all this good white, I don't know. But yeah, I'm trying to get to the end of some of these paints here. So, y'all bear with me. I didn't put the plastic sheet on this one, just because it's not really drying on another canvas. But I did go ahead and do the cardboard in the back. I discovered when I was getting ready for this pour here that the plastic bag that I used, they're just gonna have to be one and done. I'm not gonna be able to come in and reuse those bags. I was thinking originally that I might get, a second or third go on those. Helps to know that it's not gonna get out. So that's just where that's going to be. But, we're going to press on here. We're going to make some fluid art. It's going to be great fluid art. People will enjoy it, and they'll come back and they'll say, "Hey, Mr. DeGay, you made good fluid art today. Yay!" I don't know why I'm pulling out a second thing of glue other than to kind of glue my first thing of glue. I know, right? I'm like running out of paints that I can use. But that's kind of the point, that I wanted to run out of some of these paints here because, I'm ready to mix some new things. Out with the old, as they say, in with the new. I think it'll be really good for me as the artist to have some new mixtures going on. It'll be good for you guys, obviously. And everything. To see some new colors. And I like being able to share new colors with everyone. I have a lot of really cool new colors that I purchased that I'm excited to share. So it's just the point of getting everything shareable. Getting it out to the masses so that you can take a look. So yeah, we'll see how it goes from there. Like I've stated here, I am basically doing this so that my cat has something to paint on. And I wanted to try it once as a straight fluid. This idea here of cats painting. And the plastic bags. I really am just kind of like, I almost wonder if I could use plastic sheets though. Like, if I plastic wrap the canvases, or at least, you know, because I mean, this is 11 by 14. A sheet of plastic wrap would technically fit. If I plastic wrap this canvas, you know, is that going to give me the same sort of protection as putting it into a full bag? Tilt some of you around here, I guess, before we get super involved. Just tilting to make sure that I cover all of the edges before I allow the canvas to really get involved in everything. I don't know why I did that. Now, and then really to square it out, edge it out. I'm going to torch once. Just to pop bubbles. Okay. And then, because I want to save those bags for another go, right? I want to save those bags and use them at different times. So I'm going to see if I can just saran wrap. You know, because there's a saran wrap fluid pour technique where you just take saran wrap and use that as kind of a loosey-goosey cover. You know. I think if I double layer saran wrap, place this on the floor, you know. You have to triple layer it. But yeah, we're gonna go saran wrap on everything just to kind of cover it up. I want to get those sides here in a moment. I mean, that's really the reason for the bag, is that you don't want your paint escaping out the sides and onto your kitty. And you're looking at them like, well, I can just give you a bag. And they're looking at you like, fuck water. Oops, I mean, bleep water. I know, we're trying to be better about language because kids might be watching. Come on. I guess that's where I would put a edit, like a jump cut or something. And this is supposed to be the, what's this? Maui Joanna Calico Kush. Valerian root, North American catnip. Like I said, she just licks the catnip. She doesn't really eat it. Well, eats the catnip. She doesn't really play anything or anything. And then I also have my Silverine toy. Silverine, gale fruit, or catnip. That's what it says it's made of in the packaging. Silverine, gale nip, or gale fruit, or catnip. It says it's a Silverine toy. This guy right here is a toy. I'm going to drop this down here. See if she has any reaction to it, or if she's just going to eat catnip all day. And we'll see how this goes. Just thinking about the editing of that, I can put it in as two different clips. You know, same clip in twice, I guess. Like, put it in once, do the edit, you know, what's over here, and put the same clip in a second time to, you know, second edit. I'm looking at my table. I got a nice little pattern on my table. If I keep this for long enough, maybe I can turn it into a skin. That's something else I should probably do, is do like a skin course. Meow! Come on, paint something. Meow! Come on, do something. Toys downstairs. I'm looking to see if I can have a treat. Of course, she follows me into the thing where I'm like, hey, come on, don't you want to like play with a toy? Get a treat, do something, anything? I've never been able to get this toy to work correctly. It's supposed to be an avocado that you drop treats into, and the treats are supposed to, and she's supposed to kind of puzzle feed with the treats. Oh, you're just looking at me like, give me a damn treat? Okay. Here. Here. I want you to paint some more. Come on. You can do it. That's what I get for trying to make her do 2 paintings in one day. Now she's bored with it. She's like, come on, Dad, can you just sit down? Isn't it acai bowl time? Come on, dude. Nope, she's looking at the avocado. Maybe she'll try to do something with it. Maybe she realizes that same toy she never did like. She'll look at me like I'm a crazy one for trying to get her to play with a toy. Where am I getting her right up here? Meow. Hi, Lucy. You're not supposed to walk over to me because I have another camera in my head. This cat sees me put down a stand and is like, let me come play with it. Oh, actually, yeah, come on. Play a little. Play with the other camera. Come on, play with it. Play with it. Anything. Anything, girl. Come on. Get this toy out of the way. Come on. Play with me, girl. Oh, this doesn't have the rat on it. That's what it is. Okay, let's go get your rat. Okay, where that rat's at. Let's see if I can get to it and back. Will you try to follow me back up the stairs? Yes, I did. Alright, you didn't follow me back up the stairs. You stayed downstairs. Yay, here. She is so uninterested in this toy. But also, oh wait, there's a paw. There we go. Now she's going after it. It's like she's uncertain about what's going on with it. Come on, don't you want to paint with me? Meow. Okay. Well, there goes the string part of it. Oh! Makeshift toys. Take a catnip rat, take a little piece of string, take a little stick, put it all together, and you got a toy. Yeah. Oh. I think she might be done because now we're getting into our boxing stage. I don't know. What do you think? Is this a masterpiece? Is it? Is it a masterpiece? Really, it is? Meow. 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 Meow, 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 meow. All right, let's see if we can get the plastic wrap off. There's a lot of catnip still left on the surface here. Teaching my cat fluid art by Derek R. Kearney. Cardboard backing carefully so that I can use it next time. Should I decide I want to be there next time? If I decide there's any other canvases of this size that are demolished, or if, you know, I get a bunch of people out there who are like, your cat's such a great artist. I'll buy 200 of those. Really? Got a little spot here. I want to try to see if I can tilt back towards me on. I will sometimes give it little tilts just to see, like, okay, how much further can I stretch this paint out here? You know, can I get to a corner, to an edge? And as we all know, being fluid art, you know, you were just playing with these colors at some point, you know, until you decide, oh. It's like, how would I describe it? There's a meme. I know, everything is all about memes. But there's a meme that I remember seeing. And, you know, some memes are, you know, really cool and funny, and some memes are kind of mean, you know. But this one here, I'm gonna say I'm gonna put it in the funny category, though I can see where, you know, even as I say that, it could be in the mean category just because there is a bit of whatever involved. Now, depending on, you know, and it's one of those jokes. It's kind of like I remember growing up hearing Polish jokes, and I didn't really think that the Polish jokes were funny because, one, I didn't at the time know any Polish people. I do know some Polish people now, but I didn't know any of them at the time. But also, it just seemed like, you know, if I replaced Polish with any other group of people, including black, you know, so like, are you just telling this joke to be mean and you're just putting Polish in because, you know, whatever? So I've always thought of these jokes as kind of like Polish jokes. Obviously not from people from Poland, but, you know, you would just substitute in Polish for whatever race that you feel like, you know, or whatever group of people you feel like downing. And when I've heard this, by the way, you know, I didn't hear this as Polish, but where I have heard this is either as black or Southern. Because if you're a black person, you know, maybe you're just talking about, you know, other black folks. If you're a white person, maybe you can't exactly talk about black folks, but you can't talk about Southern folks. Unless you're talking about black folks, but you can't really say that word when you're talking, unless you're talking, you know, unless it's 2025, I guess. But anyway, when I heard the joke was basically that people will, black people, Southern people, Polish people, whoever, will season their food until their ancestors kind of lean over and say, shh, stop, you've done enough. And that's kind of how I see sometimes with art and fluid porns, that, you know, we have this voice in our head that just kind of says, okay, you've done enough. Yeah, now that I've gotten myself canceled, trying to explain how I should not be canceled for this. Oh, yeah. I feel like, you know, there's this voice in my head saying, oh yeah, you've done enough on this piece. As far as the tilting and all that, I got some glow on it, which is good. We did a good collaboration, Miss Kitty. Meow. You want to come see your handiwork? Meow. Meow. Now I'm going to have to pick you up. Meow. Meow. You like it? Meow. Meow. You do? Okay. Well, the kitty likes it, so I'm going to say it's good. I think that she kind of gets that light breaks through darkness. Hopefully I will too. And we'll have a few other things coming out of the studio, but I think right now I need to take my acai bowl out of the freezer so that I could have it this morning, get my laundry started, so that I can have clothes for the week, get food ordered so I can have food for the week. It's looking like it might be raining or about to rain. Yeah. Kind of a gloomy one outside here in Florida for this Sunday, but as I say, remember, light will break through darkness always. If you are, you know, doing the whole Sunday church thing, it's God's light, and if you're doing something else, it's another light. And we'll be back again sometime soon for more light. Till next time. Deuces.